What's up, Aquarius? Let's see what Message Spirit has for the next 48 hours. All Aquarius placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Aquarius. All right, we have the Page of Cups, Four of Wands, the Six of Swords, the Four of Swords, the Magician, the Five of Coins, and the Knight of Coins, or Pentacles. And then you have the Moon, Four Cups, the World, and at the bottom you have the Five of Wands to the Five of Swords. Interesting. All right, the overall energy that I'm getting for you, Aquarius, just general energy. A lot of you could be getting creative or just trying to navigate a way towards your Four of Wands. So there's something having to do with like the home life and stability. Regardless of whether or not you're with someone, I do see that there is a need to leave something behind. Maybe like you and your person need to like move, or there's something here about just manifesting like a way out is what I'm seeing. Some of you guys are looking for closure. There's something here about like an apology so that you can move forward and put something to rest, ease your mind. So you guys could be seeking closure at this time. There's also something here about having gone through a cycle more than once. So there's like a repetitive cycle that's left you guys kind of just dissatisfied. It's like you gave someone a chance and like they didn't take the opportunity to change anything. They just kind of kept going in the same direction. And so that's what's kind of got you guys fed up. But again, this is mostly about just trying to find a way out. There is forward movement here, but there just seems to be a lot of blockages. So a lot of you guys could be standing in your own way, because I'm not really seeing that, like if this has to do with a person, I'm not seeing that this person is in the picture right now. Like this is more of like a thought of this person. So again, it's like these are your thoughts. And so how you feel, right? So you're manifesting this energy that is keeping you stuck possibly in a cycle is what I'm seeing. So there's a need to clear that. Some of you guys just need to realize that you may or may not get that closure, and so you just have to give it to yourself. So in a way you can still get it, but just not in the way that you're hoping to. All right, so let's get into it. Page of Cups, you guys could be receiving some sort of apology in the next 48. You could be apologizing to someone. There's some sort of creative endeavor that gets sparked from something that you're doing. There's some sort of like inspiration here. Like, let's say for example, you're a photographer, or you used to do photography, and it's like your kid or someone around you like brings it up, and you're like, oh yeah, there's something here about like not revitalizing, but like just bringing back an old like hobby possibly. That brings you some sort of peace, some sort of stability. You guys could be writers. So someone here could have been journaling and stopped journaling is what I'm hearing. So yeah, a lot of you guys could just be, again, just kind of trying to find some sort of outlet. I'm hearing revisions. You guys could be revising something. Like if this is at work, you guys could be revising something. You could have messed up on something and need to fix it. Someone here is like eating fish or needs to go on a pescatarian diet or is curious to try it. Is what I'm saying. All right. With the Four of Wands here, some of you guys in the next 48 are just at home. Everything's peaceful at home. Like everything's good. Everything's where it needs to be. You might have some people that are gossiping about your home life. So I don't know if there's like issues going on at the home between you and your family, or you and your person, or maybe your kids are causing some sort of ruckus, but like people are talking about it. Or maybe you're like the model family, right? It's like your kids are doing good, you and your husband make, and your wife make really good money, and you guys are able to keep your family in order. So there's something here about admiring the home front, right? Or maybe it's you guys realizing it. Even though things are peaceful, See how these like candles are all lit? Like that to me symbolizes like wands. So there's like fiery energy. Either you could have fire placements or someone around you does. But even though things are peaceful, just be careful in how you communicate or what it is that, like, however you relay something. Some of you guys could get like really upset. I want to say almost for no reason, but I just feel like with this Cancer moon, like it has a lot of people in their emotions, and so it's like what could just be a conversation turns into an argument. So just like be mindful, I guess would be the proper wording for that, on how it is that you communicate with the people at home, just so that you can continue to keep the peace, right? Oh, with the Six of Swords, you guys are moving forward on something, or you're just moving away from something. Some of you guys could be moving from home. Some of you guys still live with your parents, or maybe like your current place of where you live. You'll be moving from there. Maybe not in the next 48, but like you're planning to move. There's something here about a move. You guys are definitely trying to get to calmer water. So there's something here about whatever it is that you do for a living. Some of you guys are not at peace with what you do. And so it's like a lot of you guys struggle and have a hard time like getting up and going to work and doing your thing, because it's somewhere that you don't want to be. And so like in the next 48, it's like either you start to come into this mindset of like, well, I've got no other prospects, or it's not like I've been looking. So you just kind of like settle into the energy and just take it for what it is. Others of you are like, no, I'm no longer going to do this. And so like now if you put your best foot forward to change your circumstances. Okay. With the Four of Swords, you guys could be resting in the next 48. Somebody here's sick. So like maybe you're just at home sick. Just trying to get better. Others of you guys could be, like I said, there's something here about like with forward, like with the Six of Swords to the Four of Swords, it's like you're moving towards, like I said, calmer waters, but it's like you have to put something to rest first. And so like some of you guys could be looking for peaceful ways to communicate at home. With the Page of Cups, Four of Wands, Six of Swords, it's like you're trying to find a way to like better communicate, or just better your home situation. That could be anything, right? Whether that's making more money or spending more time. There's just something here about the home that's really just standing out. And again, with the Six of Swords to the Four of Swords, it's like you guys are putting a pause on something, or there's like a need to put a pause on something, because you are truly moving towards calmer water. So some of you guys might need to meditate. You might just need to like figure out like what the best course of action is going to be. And so some of you guys just need to kind of sit there and really reflect and think about where it is that you want to go. Because like you could see, like you could know what you want, right? But peace is so vague, it's so general. But it's like, how do you want that peace, and how do you want to get it, and how do you want to keep it, right? So there's different levels to everything. There's the initial understanding of what it is that you want, and then trying to next understand why you want it, how you're going to get it, and how you're going to keep it, right? So there's levels to everything. So that's what I see here. So some of you guys could be taking time out like for yourselves to just really reflect on what it is that you want. With the Magician, you guys could be manifesting something new. Again, this way out is what I was getting from the beginning. It's like some of you guys are just wanting to get out of your comfort zone. And so that's something that you're going to be focusing on. Especially with the Four Swords to Magician, like I said, it's like some of you guys just need to be alone in order for you guys to understand and be clear about your manifestations, be clear about what it is that you want, you know? And so I do see that happening. With the Magician here as well, some of you guys could be transitioning into another job. It's like you guys realize that you have all the tools to kind of do anything. So maybe you've been like doing something for a really long time. And so now you're like, you know what? I've accumulated enough skills from this particular job to where I could do any other job that's similar, but not exactly the same. So there's something here about a need to branch out of your comfort zone as well. And that's something that you guys could be focusing on too in the next 48 is like moving, like I said, trying to get out of something. So again, trying to get out of your comfort zone. It's like a lot of you guys with the Five of Pentacles might have to leave people behind, or leave a mindset or a situation behind. It's like that's the only way that you can move forward, is to leave something behind, which it's not for everybody in that case, because it's like sometimes you just got to take, you know, what you have, or who you have, pending alignment. But I do see here that there's something you're going to need to drop. in order for you to manifest. And again, this could be a mindset. A lot of you guys could feel stuck, or a lot of you guys could feel like there's something here about the feeling the need to control, right? So it's like you could have an idea of your manifestation, you could move forward with it. However, it's like some of you guys are like, well, when's it gonna come in? When's it gonna come in? Is this it? Is it? So it's like you're trying to control the outcome, but it's like, again, like the more that you worry about something, such as a manifestation, the more that you're pushing the energy away, because you're showing that like you're not having faith or trusting the universe to provide this for you. So it's like you just got to allow things to take time. But in the meantime, you do have to let something go. So whether that's the need to control the outcome of this manifestation, or the need to just be in your ego, for some of you, is what I got. So you guys, again, just have to drop something, a mindset, an attitude, the need to control, things like that. With the Knight of Pentacles, I do see your money's looking pretty good. Some of you guys are growing your money. Some of you guys could be investing in something outside of your work. Others of you guys could be working on something. Like, you see this man here, he's holding that book. To me, that's kind of like a ledger. So payroll is what that says. So some of you guys get paid in the next 48. Others of you guys could be writers. But there's something here. You could be, again, somebody here like journals, right? So there's something here about journaling and manifestation. So it's like you guys keep your manifestations real close to you. You guys could have pets, okay? You have pets that you spoil. I see like all that money that's like he's throwing at them. But ultimately, it's like you guys keep your manifestations really close to you. So a lot of you guys are doing the work. Some of you guys are doing the shadow work. Some of you guys are doing what's necessary in order to facilitate this next chapter in your life, is what I'm hearing. And so again, it's like your money's good. So this could just be, I feel like this is like future energy, right? It's like future energy, because it's like right now, this is what you're needing to do. You're needing to let something go. And it's like once you do, it's like you start to see the results of you having that kind of faith and leaving something behind, okay? And this is something that you don't see, right? With the moon, there's some sort of secret that could come out in the next 48. Also, too, this new moon in Cancer could greatly affect you. I know it's affecting a lot of the signs. That's one thing that I've reflected on in past readings these last couple days. And so like the moon is very, very prominent. So if you guys have any sort of awareness of your intuition, you could be getting downloads. Your intuition could be heightening, as well as your dreams could be very graphic, and they could be predictive at this time. I do see that something that's done in the dark comes to light. So if you're working on something in secret, I don't necessarily see that coming to light without your permission. So it's like the closer that you keep something to you, I'm seeing like the Four of Pentacles, right? It's like the closer that you keep something to you, the better off you're gonna be. So it's like Spirit saying, like, if you're working on something, there's no need to share it with anyone at this point in time. Just keep working. Just keep doing what you need to do, is what I'm hearing. You could be dealing with a Pisces or a Cancer. You could have these placements in your chart. You could be at odds with somebody, but you see how like these two, they look like twins? You guys are like at odds with yourself. There's something here about like Gemini. So you guys could have like a Gemini placement, or there's just something about duality, right? Like figuring out which stance to take, or where to stand, or something like that. So you guys could be at odds right now with yourself. And so once you realize that like you are your own worst enemy, you can stand out of your way eventually. You know what I mean? With the Four of Cups, you guys could be dissatisfied at this point in time with the cycle that you're currently in, especially with the world. You guys could have chosen to continue to do something and bring it into this new year, but it's like it's starting, and this is what could be heightening here. It's starting to come to the surface that you're not genuinely happy with whatever it is you're choosing to do. So it's like a lot of you guys might have gotten some sort of download, or some sort of like sign, or maybe you saw a reading, something that was like encouraging you to make forward movement on some sort of feeling that you had. Whether this was like quitting a job, moving from locations, leaving a person, changing something about your everyday, like whatever it was, you didn't take that advice. And so some of you guys are like really feeling it right now, especially with this new moon. Okay, you're like, damn, like I'm really not happy in the same cycle. On the other end, you guys are leaving a cycle of unhappiness behind. Okay, it's like it was filled with drama, it was filled with like people that were petty. You had to cut some things out. You had to just do what you needed to do. And so for those of you that like aren't there yet, like that's like predictive energy. It's like if you feel stuck in a certain situation, especially like in a cycle, I see you guys like cutting through and like making a way is what I'm hearing. Okay, so it's like you guys are going to be able to create a new path for yourself to walk down, but again that requires you to leave something behind. And what you could be leaving behind is disappointment. It's just, you know, like maybe for the first time you guys are taking a chance on something you want to do instead of listening to everyone else. Maybe instead of listening to society, you're like, no, like I'm gonna take a chance and I'm gonna go and start a venture, whatever it is, right? So it's like you're doing something against the grain. I'm hearing like unorthodox almost. You're not following, like you're following the beat of your own drum. You're not following everybody else's is what I'm hearing. So that's what I'm seeing for you, Aquarius. Hopefully this helps and resonates, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.